Hey everybody, McManager here. Welcome back to episode 4 of this All-American Haas Driver Challenge in F1 Manager 2023. If you missed the last race, you missed out on the most chaotic race I think we will see this season. Uh, we had both drivers just completely DNF. They fell apart. We had Kevin spin out pretty much early in the race, just going into the left-hander of turn 4 and just spun out, broke everything. And then later on, as we were having Logan try to pass a very slow Nick DeVries, I thought he had the pass, but he did not. Uh, DeVries and Logan made contact and pretty much wiped out everyone behind them. Red flag, cars everywhere, on fire.
Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
Whole 9 yards. It hurt our chances a little bit in the championship for P6 because McLaren and Williams both got a point. McLaren got 2 points actually because they finished ninth. But considering more than half the field was out of the race, not a bad result in regards to our chase for sixth. So we're going to have to go back and have a great Azerbaijan Grand Prix, but this is going to be another race of attrition, so we're going to be very careful in regards to overtaking and overall race strategy. So we look at some of these parts, and we're running into some major issues. We're very low on chassis. We don't have any of our new chassis because everything's been completely destroyed, and only two of our original chassis designs. Front wings, we have 2 there. Not really enough to get by. Suspensions, we only have 3 of our original suspensions. We are in a bad place right now. So we're going to have to start switching up some of our manufacturing. We're going to just pull in, we're going to have to take all these down to 1 for right now and just get them done because we have to develop some chassis and do some emergency manufacturing. So we'll have to move a little bit quicker on that. So we have a red icon for the race weekend. That's all for the car builds. Everything's just broken. Engine's broken. Logan's car is just completely destroyed. We're going to have to do some strategy around Kevin's car, around that engine. But everything's just completely destroyed. Chassis broken on both cars. Front wings broken on both cars. Suspension broken on both cars. It's not good. All right, suspension's been manufactured. Let's go and take a look at what we need on the manufacturing side. Front wing, we only have 2, so going to need a few more. We have a new front wing coming after Baku or right before Baku. So probably best. Actually, when is that done? When will that be done on research? 11 days. And Baku's in 18 days. All right, let's figure out what else we need. Rear wing, we have 5, so that's enough. Side pods, we have 4, that's enough right now. Underfloor, we have 1 of the new ones, 4 of the old ones. How much to do an emergency? Let's do an emergency on the side or on those suspension pieces since they're cheap. And then we'll go back to the underfloor and see if we can get another. Oh, cool. We can get 2 of those done in time. All right, so we have $2.7 million. I was glancing at some of Juan's development, and I think we can do some better help him out because he only has average development rate. So I think I want to try to look and see if we can do a team hub. Only $800,000. So let's build that, and that will help with his development rates. And then memorabilia room. $400,000. Just let's get those basic aspects up there to kind of help with development for both Juan and Logan. So I looked at so airflow front and middle is one of our strengths, so we probably wouldn't want to hurt that for next season. Drag reduction. I mean, either way, airflow to the middle is going to get hit. And so is drag reduction. It just depends on, I mean, what, 40 there, minus 40% there, minus 40% there. So it's really just asking how much airflow middle is going to be, or airflow to the front. So I'd rather not lose as much there. So we're going to do a chassis change. That's my vote. Uh-oh, factory fire. Oh, no. Everything's going to be shut down for the next 13 days. There's been a factory. Oh, factory fire. That's going to hurt us. What did we have? What did we have in right now? We had our new chassis. We had our underfloor. I don't think anything's going to be done in time. These are paused for 13 days. Oh, no. All right, so it looks like the chassis. Oh no, sorry. It looks like the side pod won the vote. So that's going to be setting us in the back foot a little bit more for next season. Design done on the front wing. Not that it matters because we can't even manufacture anything right now. Oh. Manufacturing can continue. Team hub is done. Okay. ATR period ending soon. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some adjustment here in a. Let's go take a look at the cars. This is gonna be fun. All right. Swap out. We have 2 chassis. Oh boy. Swap out. We are so boned. If we have nothing that we're able to manufacture right now. Oh my. We're gonna have to I don't know. We have a sprint race, we got qualifying, we have all these things, and we don't have any parts for the car ready to go. We have to add in Logan's new engine, his new gearbox, his new ERS system. Oh, there's so many things. Australia is putting us on our back foot so much. Not good. Not good, folks. All right, we have our updates for sponsorships. I have one driver to reach Q2, one driver to finish 15th. And then if we get both drivers into Q2, we'll get a decent amount of cash. Not that big of a potential reward for us this week. I think the situation on my side is I don't know what this race is going to be. It might be a write-off, but if it's a write-off, I want to try to get something for it. So low expectation, low goals. Let's head over to the race weekend for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Greetings from Azerbaijan, where we're back in the country's capital. Well, it's not every weekend that Formula One arrives at a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but arrive here we have. Drivers will race around the historic streets of Baku, which includes the race calendar's tightest corner, beneath a medieval fortress wall. Welcome to qualifying. Let's find out who's got what it takes as we establish the grid for the sprint.
As usual, drivers have 3 parts to qualify for their grid position. Unlike a regular qualifying, however, today will set the grid for the upcoming sprint.
Now, Karun, how do you think Zhou Guanyu will be as he heads into this session?
The main thing on my mind was their speed in practice. They just weren't that fast.
All right. So mistake on my part in practice. I left Kevin in the damn car. So Juan did not get any practice time. But probably not a bad thing for us to do, considering we don't have any spare parts. Keep our more senior driver in. Also, with Kevin's damage to the engine, they are really far back. So if we want to have a good setup for the sprint race and qualifying, we need to change out those car pieces. So we are going to do that now. We're going to install the new engine, install the new gearbox. We're just going to go fresh on this because at 66, we'll leave ERS because we only get 2 and we need the cash. So I think we might have to change ERS the next race. Setup confidence-wise, highest satisfaction was an 86 for Kevin. His last go, we have optimal traction, great oversteer, braking stability, cornering, straights not the best. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this up a little bit. And see how that works for Kevin. Yeah, that'll be his setup. Logan's at 96. He's perfect. So we're gonna go out and just try to see if we can get drivers into Q2. Just like the last few races, we will send the drivers out at the start because traffic seems to be lighter. I mean, I've been struggling with traffic, so I don't really want to send these guys out this early.
Start the push.
You know, but while the rubber's low.
Let's get plenty of brake temperature.
But every time I try to send somebody out for their second run, I get thrown in traffic, and it's never quicker. So we'll fast forward a little bit, get to their flying laps, and see how this works.
Okay, you are good to go. Mode push.
Yeah, I'm seeing Yuki's all the way up at the end of the straightaway. Maybe we can get to him before we go into the castle sector. Or get out of our way on this next little straightaway, please. No, we're going to catch him in a frickin' corner. Yep. And then Magnussen might get him at the castle, or leading into the castle, or... Oh, no, we'll get him right into the corner at the castle, more likely, and... Yep. Remember when I said I don't know when to send cars out for traffic? Well, today was even worse. Our first run is going to be bogged down by traffic. Logan might... Well, you know, we might get... We're going to catch signs maybe at the right time and get some slipstream maybe from him for Kevin. Maybe not. All right. Logan's coming up to finish his flying lap. He had a better second sector than Kevin. He's been sitting pretty there at purple for a while there. He does a 145.1, and Kevin does a 140.51. Oh, wow, very close. Looking farther back, I mean, Stroll's going purple, but Gasly and Zhou are slower.
Stay negative on the delta. Mode in, box this lap. Copy.
All right, let's go right. Decided Yuki Tsunoda surpassed us for 10th place. Teo and Piastri are done. Albon just finished his lap. Doesn't look like he improved. Bottas and Norris are improving on their laps. Guan Yu Zhou finished his lap. He didn't improve. Gasly starting to fly. I guess got a flyer in, but he's going to run into traffic. Bottas going up the sector. Oh, him and Norris are going battling. So those guys will have pretty much the same speed. Yeah, Gasly's going to run into traffic right here in the castle sector, the old city sector. Depending on how he navigates that, might slow him up a little bit. Especially like right there with Guan Yu Zhou. Norris has gone green. We're still 11th and 12th. Gasly's gone green, but he won't have any cars in front of him to get any tow. Little traffic there at the end for both Norris and Bottas. Bottas and Norris. Norris goes up, Bottas doesn't. Gasly coming in the line, that's probably going to be our only threat, but we got both drivers into Q2 pretty easily. Yeah, Gasly moves up to 8th. We're going to be 12th and 13th.
So we're P13.
Yep.
So we're safe. That was good.
All right, we're going into Q2. As that last session ended, those changes we made going blindly into Q1 for Kevin Magnussen resulted in 100% setup satisfaction. So awesome. But we'll send the cars out now. See if we can maybe get someone to Q3. I'm going to put Kevin right behind Logan to see if we can maybe get some tow, especially since these cars right now and the drivers are putting up almost identical lap times. We'll see if maybe this will help Kevin get some extra speed and maybe
just work on your
hold
tires.
out him into the top 10. But Kevin's not directly onto him, which is helpful. Let's go on to Logan's camera view to see where De Vries is. We're going to hit De Vries the same place that we hit Yuki. Going up into the stadium sector. Or not stadium sector, the castle sector. But I think it's a little worse this time because we're going to get him right into the technical part of the track. Actually, no, we might. All right. Logan by him, no problem. Kevin by him as well. Perfect. Okay. I don't think we have much traffic issues to worry about. Magnussen just far enough behind Logan to get that slipstream. Here we go. Let's see the times. We were 145s on the last go. Ooh. Okay.
We're currently P3.
145.5. I think that's
press in button, press in
almost
button,
a half second slower than the last time. So I think De Vries definitely screwed us up. But look at that. Kevin did go purple in the second sector and was
pretty competitive
about 2 tenths quicker.
Mode in, please. Mode in.
All right, we are 11th and 12th. We're sending the drivers out again. Open track, cars in front of us. Other cars are doing their
some brake temp before you start
next flying laps. We got Logan actually behind Lance Stroll at a decent straight. So maybe we can get Logan and Kevin both to speed themselves up on the second lap. I don't think, let's see, how far away is, oh yeah, we left right around the same time Stroll did. So it might be helpful at the start of the lap to get maybe a little extra tow. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of the 15 drivers, 10 out of the 15 on track. De Vries is going to finish up his flying lap. Sonoda's just finishing up his, or is on one right now too. So let's see how this goes. Maybe get a miracle Q3 appearance on the books and get us maybe away from the chaos of the mid markers for the sprint race. All right, we're starting our laps here. I think Sargent's a little bit too far back on Stroll to get any tow. Kevin's same position as he was last time, pretty much right on his on Sargent's backside. I don't see on the map any traffic. Albon's on a flying lap. We're clear. Both drivers are going quicker. That's a great start so far. We are now 12th and 13th. De Vries and Sonoda did go quicker on their second laps. So let's see if we can try to get past them on ours. Okay. We did 45 fives last time by.
Checkered flag. Good job.
And I think we could go a half second quicker based on our Q1 performance because of traffic. Yes, Stroll's up the road. Can't even really see him. Like, that's how big of a difference in a performance gap is from the Astons to us right now. Like, he's definitely like a second half quicker. All right, here we go. 45 flat would be a great number. 45-1 I saw. Magnussen got in. Magnussen is in at the moment. Ocon's going quicker. He's going to be our only person to take us out of this. But we went 45-1 and a 44-9. So definitely having Kevin tow or get tow from Logan, giving him about 2/10 quicker. Sonoda finished his second flying lap. I guess was out there still, not any faster. Ocon needs him to speed up by about 8/10 on his second lap versus first lap, and he went slower his second lap. And he's coming down to the start-finish line right now. And he did, that will do it, 4/10 quicker. Even going slower on his second lap, that's just the difference in speed. But hey, 11th and 13th, not a bad start.
So that's P13.
I don't like having De Vries and Yuki Tsunoda sitting behind us at the sprint race, though, because they are have definitely been our Achilles heel, especially a couple times this season with where they sit and being around us and running into us and wrecking us. And yeah, going on. So 11th and 13th to start the sprint race for Azerbaijan. So we'll head into the sprint. Strategy wise, I don't know what we're going to do. Probably going to take it a little bit slower, a little bit more reserved to compensate for with some of our lack of parts. So I'm going to simulate practice too. Really nothing more that I want to try to adjust on these drivers unless I can't put one in. So nothing else I really want to do except just go to the race. So we'll simulate.
Well, it's a different format this weekend, with a sprint set to spice up today's events. Of course, this is the first sprint of the season, adding an extra challenge for the drivers and their teams. But as ever, in Formula One, an extra challenge is an extra opportunity.
Points go to the top finishers in the sprint, and with no mandatory pit stops, it's all about the racing on the track.
So let's see then how the teams tackle today's sprint, here in Baku. Now's the time for the sprint, here in Baku.
Oh, this is poor financial management has come to bite us in the ass, I think. Magnussen up to 10. Oh, no. Sargent 13th, being passed by Yuki. Or, I'm sorry, Sargent's trying to make a move on Yuki on the outside. I think I want to get past him. Overtake aggression high for Logan.
Got it, dude. Copy.
Get past him. There we go. Get those alphas away from us, please. And the good news is, at the moment, depending where the DRS line is, yes, the alphas do not get DRS and let them fight each other. Oh God, I thought I was going to blow it on the brakes. Jesus. Let's just all do our own. Let's do a little race here, guys. Let's just run our own little race. I don't think we're going to catch back up to the top 10. Let's just let's watch these guys wreck their race. Let's not wreck ours. You know, let's have De Vries and Yuki kind of fight and claw and scrap and, you know, make them go side by side.
charge on.
Copy that.
Maybe I have to start swapping him down the front
Charge
stretch.
on, charge on.
Copy.
Let's see if can Kevin get past him if I put don't fight teammate on? Okay, he did, and they're not running side by side. Okay. I don't know how I don't know how good that's gonna be helpful for us. Or if that's actually
Slow
gonna
down
help.
now.
Copy.
Oh, I do have him on. Harvest. All right.
Okay, remember mode push.
Copy that.
So it's lap 5 right now. Our guys are scrapping back and forth, but we are the we are the reason why this whole group is starting to get up to us. Everybody from 16th or from 11th to 16th are going to be in a line in a DRS train, and I don't know what to do because our drivers, because I mean I need to be pensive on what moves we need to make. I don't want us to wreck. I don't want us to lose any more positions. I would like us to stay where we are and maybe hope that someone in front of us wrecks and loses their spots. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting next next few laps. All right, coming up to start our lap 11. Not much has changed. DeVries is still hanging tight right at that DRS enablement zone. We pulled away from 15th and below, so it's the Haas cars and the AlphaTauri cars. I mean, everyone's everyone from 11th down is positioned driver 1, driver 2, which is very interesting. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Guan Yu Zhou's ahead of Bottas, and Nick DeVries is ahead of Sonoda. But we're just kind of running our laps. You know, you look ahead of us. Last laps we ran 47.6. That was equal to Gasly. So, running pretty good lap times. As the tire wear goes down, we're kind of sticking with everybody else. So that's good to see. Drivers are still. So we talked on the last lap. I don't going on to lap 11 that we haven't seen much of a threat from the Alphas. Yuki is getting very racy with Nick right now, and they were quicker by about 3/10 than us on that last lap, and they're getting very dicey, very fighty. Like on higher speed, I could see them really catch up. So I think if Yuki gets by Nick, that's when we're gonna have to worry about doing or speeding up our race a little bit. No! Oh wow! I thought they were gonna touch. All right, so I mean, they're side by side. They're scraping and scrapping. Hopefully that gives us enough space to kind of move up the road a little bit. I mean, they're going side by side through some of the slowest corners out there, compromising each other's lines. You know, as we know from Australia, Nick DeVries can be annoyingly slow if you're stuck behind him for a lot of laps. Did they touch a little? I'm not exactly sure what's happening, but this is a pretty good scrap. And kind of saving us from letting us pull away a little bit. Like I said, Yuki was going to be the one that I think we were going to have to worry about a little bit in regards to speed. And Nick is still on his back, and Nick will get DRS while Yuki doesn't. Their scraping did let us get about another half second on that lap, so let them fight. Like seriously. They're going to go side by side again, compromising each other's corners. You should have saw me fist pumping up here. We saw that coming. This is why you don't want to be around these AlphaTauris. Both these drivers, I guess Yuki might have turned in on him a little bit. But, I was fist pumping. That saves us. You know, we can relax now. I can take Logan down and conserve a little bit. We have 5-second lead. We're just going to cruise.
Post,
like, seriously, like, we're going to cruise at this point, make sure everyone gets into this race, where we are. Man, saw that coming. going down the main straight. Leclerc's pulling side by side. Doesn't get. Oh, I thought they touched. I thought they were touching. That was close. But they're side by side still into turn 2. Leclerc gets DRS. That's going to hurt Verstappen a little bit. Meanwhile, the other Ferrari, Sainz and Perez, they're going side by side. Perez gets 5 signs. He has DRS. Verstappen, about a half second back, but he's going to drive up. It's going to be a very interesting race to the end for the podium, or for first place, and for the podium in general.
Lap.
We just started our last lap. We were that far behind. That's completely fine. Again, look at this. We're catching up to Gasly. Something must have happened. His tires are a little bit less than ours, but not that much. We have low aggression on. We have low risk, not going over high risk curbs. But we've caught up very quickly. He was another 0.3 slower on that lap. But this is the race to the finish. Leclerc's pulled ahead by about 0.7. Might be hard for Verstappen to get there on DRS and on that last lap. Perez is on the gearbox of Sainz. That's going to be a photo finish if I've ever, Teo got past DeVries, but they're going side by side. Leclerc far enough up the road. Verstappen not really closing like the numbers that you wanted. Even with DRS, 0.6 is way too big of a gap. But this side by side, Sainz making a run. Oh, they did decelerate right at the end.
Charles Leclerc is today's
Oh,
winner.
I thought they almost touched there at the end. Meanwhile, Logan fell off about a second. Had DRS the entire race up until the last lap. That's fine. He advanced his position 1 by getting past Tsunoda on the first lap. And we're going to start 11th and 12th. So not a bad day. I'm beginning to wonder if we pushed, if we could have caught
checker flag, mate.
Gasly.
P11. Really not too bad at all.
Yeah, nice job.
Okay, that was the checker. P12. That was a good run.
I truly gave it everything I had there.
All right, no chance of rain, just a cloudy day. Let's look at strategy. We're looking at going mediums to hards. Probably the best way to do it. We know we're going to have a safety car. We might have a red flag. I think it's best to get on mediums, see what happens at the start, and go as far down the road as we can on mediums. That being said, how far could we go on mediums without compromising too much lap time? We could go to pretty much, I'd say, lap 27 for Kevin, and I think lap 26. So let's just put that out there in the world to see how far we can go on mediums. Yeah, lap 26 for Logan because he tears up the tires a little bit. We will put 1 extra lap of fuel in the car to push. I said we'll probably see a safety car in the sprint. We didn't see anything. So probably best to again push a little bit more because we didn't burn the tires on the red. So all right, we're gonna get aggressive here. We're starting 11th and 12th. Actually, 10th and 11th, probably some engine penalties. So we're in the points now. Kevin's and a good driver confidence. Logan's near high. So we're looking pretty good. We need points, so we have to be very careful on this.
This is what you've been waiting for. It's the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Counting down, green flag waving.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Stressful now. We got 51 laps at a chaotic racetrack. Drivers are in the points.
Oh no!
Logan's dropping Nick DeVries. We have a yellow already. Multiple cars have crashed behind us. Going to turn 1.
Now that incident looks to involve Oscar Piastri.
Let's see. McLaren teammates touch. Oh, he turned right in onto him. All right, well, a little damage to both. That's good for us, considering they're the drivers ahead of us in the championship. All right, so De Vries got past us. Oh, jeez. Not what I want. I don't want De Vries to get past us. After Australia, I'm having flashbacks. De Vries is on softs though, so I think that's okay. We can let him go up. Ugh! I don't know what happened there. I'm not asking any questions. We got past De Vries. You don't talk about it. I don't talk about it. We're going. We're moving past it.
All I'm saying, they're gonna get a. I'm just. Knock. Who's there?
Here's the
We'll
replay.
watch this, and we'll never talk
Now,
about
this
this
is
moment
Logan
ever again.
Sargent. It's there for the taking.
I think did Logan just do a giant dive bomb on De Vries?
And
Maybe
ahead
he
goes
got. Maybe
Logan
he knew.
Sargent.
That was not as aggressive as or not as stupid on De Vries' part as I thought it was. I think Logan made an aggressive move.
Oh no!
All right, so now we're kind of scared right now. De Vries has came up around us
Keep pushing.
and pushing around us. I think they're going to pull Logan back. His tires are
hold back a
overheating.
little bit.
Same thing with Kevin.
Confirm.
Kevin, we're just trying to get back into
Slow
DRS
down now.
range.
Copy.
He's right at that limit. Actually, more than past that limit now. Again, De Vries is on softs. Not any. He's on a different strategy than us right now. He's going aggressive at the start. We're not. We're going to switch top off here on this next go
Charge on.
because we're running out of battery. Going to put Logan back on the push.
We'll go to high fuel now.
Copy.
Magnussen's not going to have get to the DRS range for Ocon. So same situation as we had for Magnussen. Maybe we let De Vries on mediums. Let's go to Kevin's. Let's do rarely defend and low for right now, and we'll put De Vries by us. Use his DRS to kind of get us back up in front since he has those
DRS is
those
enabled.
softer tires. DRS. To make this work, he needs to get by us now. Okay, he has. All right, De Vries on that last lap ran a 150.8. Not quick, but I think it's still a good strategy right now to kind of keep Magnussen behind him and have a driver with faster tires kind of pull us through the field. Because in front of De Vries is Ocon. I mean, faster car, worse tires on reds. Everyone else is on reds in front of us except Alonso and Hamilton. So we're third in the medium runners. And as I'm talking about how great the strategy is and how great it'll be helpful for us to kind of to let De Vries by, that way we can catch up and be in the DRS of De Vries. He's a second and a half ahead of us. All right, it is what it is. Sargent's caught up to.
Let's add the lift and coast back
Kevin.
in.
Copy.
So now basically 11. Is he gonna get it? Did me taking him off push sacrifice that?
No more lift and coast.
It did.
Copy.
And let's go charge on, please.
Copy.
Let's charge a little bit here. Oh boy.
Oh no!
There goes Teo.
Charge off.
Copy.
Past Logan.
Man, this is so.
Hey,
We'll just see what we
language.
can do.
It's a family show, Logan. Please. Race control, virtual safety car. Virtual safety car. I don't know what
VSC.
happened. Let's see what happened.
Get just a
Yellow
plus
flag.
on delta time.
Copy.
Piastri crashed behind us. I wonder if that has to do with his damage with.
Right, let's have a look as we go into
Did he
turn
do that by
4.
himself? Did he lock up? He was alone.
Oh, that'll be a costly crash.
Oh, yeah, he just
as
locked
the
up and
car
threw it in
makes
the wall.
contact with the wall. Well, they may have been keen to leave their mark, but I think that was a little too literal, don't you?
DRS
All right,
is enabled.
virtual safety
DRS
car
is enabled.
ended. Logan did not get a full ERS or
Okay, Kev, no more lift and
charge,
coast.
but Kevin did. So we're going to push the drivers a little bit on these tires, warm them up. They have a lot more fuel now. Let's see how this can help out.
Do charge off.
Maybe get Kevin
Yep,
closer.
got it.
Let's actually push since Kevin has a full battery. Let's push a little bit, see if we can get closer
Mode
to
push. Cover that.
DeVries since his tires are starting to fall off. We got Gasly behind us now, about a second. He's on mediums, running about the same wears we are. We pulled ourselves a little bit away from, or Sargent pulled himself a little bit away from Gasly. I think.
See what you can do.
Copy.
See with DRS if we can get past Teo. Especially with DRS. Come on. We did high risk overtakes to try to boost his morale a little bit there too. DRS enabled. Deploy.
Mode push.
Copy that.
They're going to be side by side. Oh, he did it. Great job. We'll have Gasly fight with Teo, and then we'll just pull away. We'll harvest a little bit, get that really big boost down the front stretch,
Copy.
and then go back to neutral. Neutral. There we go. Okay.
And charge off.
Copy.
And Kevin is fighting side by side with DeVries. I don't know why I didn't bother looking at that. Kevin got DeVries, but DeVries has overtake assist. We have Kevin on top up, which is fine. Logan.
In clear air, I would be so much faster.
High. Actually, we'll go high.
You've got the pace.
We'll go high. We'll go deploy. High and deploy.
Mode push. Got it.
Right on board with Kevin going down the main straight. We're going to have ERS. We'll have DRS. We have our tires still in a good position to push. DRS is active. Kevin is not making a move as of yet. Don't lock up, though. That's the issue. Okay.
I'm way faster than these guys.
Then pass him. Oh.
Remember, long way to go in this race.
Defensive move by DeVries. He's going to make us go on the outside, but we're going to clear him in time. So neutral, Kevin. Actually, no, deploy. Let's see if you can gap them now that these the softs are not as, or that are wearing quicker than ours. Logan Sargent is still in 12th place. Has Teo on his butt. Gasly still trying to attack. Kevin pulling away from DeVries, heading up into the castle, and we're already at that second marker. And Kevin is, I believe, quicker than Ocon, so we're looking in a pretty racy position here. DeVries is right there, though. Does he get DRS on this stretch? If he does, that's he does not. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's a joke. Anyway.
Hey.
Get this race back to us somehow. Just hold back a little bit.
Copy.
Logan got that position back right away, too.
We'll get back in this fight.
Asking Kevin to stay on this pace and keep DeVries ahead of him, while Sargent's fighting with with Gasly to go into some of the most tightest corners on the circuit. Heart rate is not at its resting moment right now. So, but Sargent is still fighting with Gasly. He hasn't really, since he's been in this position, his driver confidence has been the same. Not growing, not shrinking. But he's doing a good job just kind of keeping tabs. Magnussen pulling away from De Vries again. You know, everyone seems to be in this, and we all seem to be in this little. Ooh, depending on where the DR, I don't know where the DR. Things I like about F123, the game, the actual game, is seeing
a rhythm.
Where the enablement sector is. I think Gasly got it again. I don't think we got it. Nope, we did not. So he's going to pull past us. But we'll get it in turn 3.
Oh no!
I can't anymore.
He can't even
Keep
at the
digging.
moment, he's saying. Ocon and Magnussen have pretty much gotten themselves right to that same position on times. This is going to be this is tight.
No more lift and coast.
Yeah, copy.
Is that not count as an overtake yet? What is a count as an overtake?
Oh no!
Oh god, they're going to be. This is not setting up well. I need to.
Man, this is so.
All right, this is
Keep going. You're doing
overtake aggression medium. Actually, overtake aggression low. Ocon is Gasly's in a faster car. Let's catch up to De Vries, get past him that way. Let's now. Oh, he almost went into the wall. That was close for Gasly.
Man.
Just keep pushing.
All right, we're on lap 20. Kevin's about to hit the DRS range on Ocon, but weirdly enough, Sargent has not been as fast as the driver in front of him. Gasly was running 149s. We're running 151s. You know, Gasly is now in DRS range and about to pass De Vries. So I think I need to do some deploying and some pushing on my speed to try to get up there. It's just very weird that we ran into this. But yeah, Magnussen right on the backside of Ocon. Ocon's reds are shot. Same thing with Stroll. The red tires are falling off. They kind of hit a cliff, but not in a bad way, like not really too far down. But being where we are, that puts 9th place on the table for us for sure.
Okay, Ocon's boxed.
Okay, Ocon's pitting. So we're going to push a little bit.
Charge on.
Copy.
Really try to pull away from him at the,
From
on
time
this
point
lap.
of view, we don't think lift and coast is necessary.
Copy that.
We'll do the same thing for Kevin.
Mode push, please.
Or, sorry, for Logan. Try to catch up. But yeah, we're going to spend this time pushing on this next lap or two to really get us ahead of Ocon. I'm sure that he's going on to hard tires. Oh, he went on medium. So he went soft. He went soft medium.
A few moments later.
And edit this to be a soft tire. All right, 27 is the optimal for Kevin still. And let's switch Logan to softs as well. 27 is optimal. So we're going to go 27 and 27. Let's go back to the race.
Charge on.
Yeah, copy.
No, the one thing I love the driver confidence meter. It's a cool feature. What I don't like about it is that like being overtaken in general just eliminates your driver confidence. Especially, what I hate about it is if it's you're doing strategy. You know, my strategy is to let these guys by. De Vries overtakes
Right
Sargent,
then,
so I mean
we
they're
can take a
fighting
look
right now.
now.
That's fine.
Now we're just proceeding through turn 4.
You know, that's more or less a
They
give and
decide to-
take. Okay. We're going to do it. Enough tire
crack
temps
on.
on both these guys to
Cover
attack. We're deploying. We're using pretty much all the extra fuel that Sargent has. So he's not going to be able to have that opportunity to do much on pushing unless another safety car comes out. Both drivers are 9th and 10th right now. I have a feeling Ocon might get us on the. Oh, this is interesting. Gasly went hard. De Vries obviously medium. Sonoda medium. Gasly's the only one that didn't do a soft medium split. So we'll see what happens. We are 8 seconds behind, or Sargent's 8 seconds behind Magnussen. So even on a disastrous, I think, pit stop, we will still get both drivers out at the same time. Not have to worry about a double box. Magnussen's actually kind of kept the gap with Stroll pretty decent, and Stroll was the driver ahead of us. That Magnussen ran his fastest second sector. Sargent ran his fastest first sector. So good in laps for the two. We are completely out of DRS or ERS. So we're going to go harvest. I don't know if anything
Charge
happens on the way in.
Copy.
That'd be great if it did, just by the lifting, but it doesn't look
Let's
like
recharge a bit.
Confirm. Pit entry.
Understood.
it. So Ocon looks like we'll get past. Gasly might get past. 2.6, no issues for for Kevin, and there goes Ocon. Sargent in. 2.61, no issues for him as well. So Kevin is out in 10th. Sargent is out in 13th. Looks like De Vries got past, or no, Teo got past us. De Vries is on our backside. Undercut didn't really come much into effect. So interesting thing just happened. Hamilton went in for another set of reds. I'm a little bit confused by that because I'm pretty confident he went soft, medium, soft. So I don't know if he had a puncture or an issue or something like that. But yeah, that definitely an interesting predicament. It doesn't really throw him anywhere close to us. He still had enough of a gap between himself. I think he maybe dropped like 3 or 4 positions. So just a quick update on that. As we're going around back here, Sargent fallen off of De Vries outside of DRS range. Gasly on hards has been running 49.8s. Everyone else is running 49 or 48 second laps. So that means Magnussen's been pulling away while the other, De Vries and Sargent been catching up. So maybe a play to be fighting for 11th with Sargent. I don't think that there's much of a play for us to get 9th at the moment. Speed-wise, yeah, we're 4 tenths ahead of Ocon, but our reds will fall off quicker than his mediums. Fast forwarding here to lap 38, Sargent got by De Vries in an easy, just blew past him on DRS, performing much better than he is on his mediums. You look at the wear rate. De Vries is 78. That extra lap, pretty much an extra lap of up to speed on De Vries, pretty much evened out the wear rate. Gasly is 3 seconds ahead. Ran again just 3 tenths slower, so the hards are working for Gasly. Not really much out there to chat about at the moment. Magnussen running quicker than Ocon, but Ocon's running his fastest laps out there. 3 seconds for him as well. So I think it's gonna be one of those things where how quickly do our reds keep pace and speed? I think we could actually push a little bit on both right now. So let's do that. Let's
From
push.
a tyre point of view, we don't think lift and coast is necessary.
Let's
Yeah.
push both drivers for a couple laps and see what happens with when we get to the
Okay,
10 to go
perfect.
mark.
Let's get back up to pace.
Copy.
All right, 10 to go. Have enough. We're taking the guys off the push with 10 to go. just kind of give him a little breathing room. Magnussen caught up right on the backside of Ocon. Sargent just pulled away from De Vries, and he's 2 seconds back of Gasly. Even with, I think the hards are starting to have that wash. I mean, I think this is where the hards are going to start playing. Why the CPU recommended to it, but I think going medium soft was still the best way to go. Ocon is on 63% mediums. We're on 68% softs. So I think we caught up to Ocon in the right time. I think we still need to do a little bit of pushing of the tires and of the gas to get into DRS range for Kevin. Meanwhile, we'll hit conserve. The hit conserve button on Sargent should have enough gas no matter what. I know it. But because he does have a 5-second gap to De Vries, I think we just keep it where it is. And Magnussen will have DRS on Ocon. Tires are still about the same, 5% difference between the two. Gasly on their last lap ran a 48.4. We ran 47s. So I don't think that. Oh my! I don't think that Gasly's into play. He's still way too far back. I mean, we're talking over 10 seconds, over 10 laps. You need to be a second quicker in every lap to even get in a DRS range. So the battle right now is for Kevin to get past Ocon here for 9th, and Logan just to maybe sit 12th or maybe catch up. And there goes Kevin, right around Ocon. Let's just do a little pushing here and see if we can
pace back up.
Copy.
Get a little distance onto it. He's got some gas to play with, not much.
Copy.
So let's see how far up the road he can get in the castle sector.
Yep.
We technically have better wear rates on our soft tires by about 4%. So maybe that means, and there goes the negative delta, so we'll pull back a little bit. Maybe that means we can get some distance and not have Ocon in DRS range, which he is not at the moment. So let's see if we can get Kevin to pull away. A 9th place would be fantastic. I think a fantastic result. Kevin has a second on Ocon with not even pushing, not just doing normal DRS. I mean, yes, we still have some aggressiveness on the tires, but not by much. It's looking pretty good. Going to actually just dial it back a little bit on Kevin on the tires since we have a 2.5 second gap on him. Basically a second and a half on DRS. We'll actually harvest a bit to go in the next corner for Kevin too. That way he gets a little bit more room to play with if he needs it down the road. Yeah, Sargent, same situation as he was before. 3.5 seconds, or about 3 seconds on behind Gasly. 7 seconds ahead of De Vries. No reason for him to do anything right now except just stay stagnant. I think we go back to avoid high risk, overtake aggression low. Just avoid the high risk curbs at this point.
Copy.
And Sainz crosses the line first. He's taken the win.
Carlos Sainz winner over Charles Leclerc. And Sergio Perez wraps up the podium. Verstappen finishes 4th. I mean, you got a pretty good breakdown of where the cars sit in regards to quality. Everyone's kind of fell into their places. Teammates behind teammates. Good little run for us. Gonna finish 9th. Barring any crazy spinouts or punctures or anything that can happen to Kevin. Kevin advanced himself up 1 position from 10th to 9th. Sargent fell back from 11th to 12th. I don't think we could ask for a better day. Again, Kevin Magnussen crosses the line for 2 points at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Okay, Kev, that's the checkered flag.
Logan Sargent coming through the last couple turns. Down the straightaway, finishing 12th. Another good result for Logan. Just a good, clean race. Hopefully, maybe they'll get him some
Checkered flag. Your P12. Got lots to
some
really make
attribute
heavy race.
increases. So
I
very
truly gave
good
it everything
race.
I had there.
And that's win number 1 of the season, and it's sure to provide them with a real confidence boost.
And before they get back to work, I think it's time to cool off here in Azerbaijan.
All right, let's take a look at the Constructors' Championship. We got 2 points, moved us back in front of McLaren for 6th. Alpine up there in with 11 points after they got the 1 point for finishing 10th. So a little bit of gaining on them as well. Red Bull and Ferrari are going back and forth. Verstappen finishing off the podium and a double podium for Ferrari put them 2 points back on Red Bull. And in the Drivers' Championship, a good race brewing between Verstappen and Leclerc. Darn, we not on the top 10 of DHL fastest pit stops yet. Still above Mercedes though, so that's good. Finances, $3 million into the bank. Good weekend. No damage. That'll allow us to do some good, some much needed manufacturing, and maybe a couple updates next time. Heading to our home race in Miami. Should be exciting. I don't know if it really fits our car's strengths, but Miami Grand Prix coming up next. It's been a not that chaotic of a race as Australia was, but you know what? It was a good result for both drivers. We'll catch you next time for the first of 3 United States Grand Prix and first of 3 home appearances for the Haas F1 team. This is McManager. Thanks for watching this, and we'll catch you on the next go.